Hi guys, and we're live again. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. In this week's episode we are going to cover a few things, hopefully if we've done it right. So we've got the workshop update, which we have every week. Coronavirus, we've got some news on that, and I'm going to be asking you guys, when exactly during this virus outbreak do I start to think about pulling the plug on site visits? There's a drone update. We've had that out. We've got a video up online, so you check that out. Not now, do it in a minute. The GoPro Hero 8, we've got some news on that as well. The media mod has been scheduled for release again. And the equipment debate, as always, there's always a bit of a debate going on here. So we're just going to run through a few bits and see what you guys think. You might notice behind me, we've got some new bulbs in the lights, so they're not as bright as they were before. I'm still in two minds about them. They come with a little remote control, so we can change the colour of them. So we've got red, blue, green. I like the green best, I think. Seems to be although it doesn't always update. See, that last one didn't quite update in time. Anyway, let's plough on. So the workshop update this week, it has all been about coronavirus. People wanting laptops, people wanting remote working, setting up, access for their VoIP phone system. It has been manic. I've literally not been able to keep up with the calls this week. On top of that, my sister company that I deal with, run by one of my friends, he's snowed under as well. So we've been trying to cover each other. We've got a few jobs outstanding. We're just hoping we can get through them all before the lockdown. We're 90% sure that that's what's going to happen now. Other news in the workshop, not much really. We've picked some wallpaper out, so hopefully I'll use the time constructively and we'll crack on and get that up there. So make the view a little bit nicer behind us. We're just going to continue on with that. Coronavirus, first update, first contact. Oh my God. So up until now, I've treated this as not really a joke. I know it's serious, but been trying to make the most of it, trying to make light of it and deal with it in a typically British fashion. Today, that has changed drastically. The government announced tonight that schools are going to be closing indefinitely, which means that there's going to be a knock-on effect for people who have children. When they're at work, obviously someone's got to care for those children. It's just a whole load of stuff. It's evolving day by day really, really quickly, and we're getting to the point now where we're quite concerned. Today, up until today, we didn't really know anybody that had been seriously affected. That changed this morning. I had a phone call. I phoned somebody up. I had some outstanding work to do there and gave them a quick call. Right, I've got an answer for you on this problem that you've been having. And the response I got was that we've actually had to close the shop. Various things have gone on and we've got to self-isolate. There's no one to run the shop anymore because we're all affected. So we've shut for the time being. And then this afternoon we've had somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. It's literally people going down all over the place. We've trying to get to the bottom of the remote access stuff. We've done quite a lot of it. We can do quite a lot of it remotely. I've literally just taken a phone call from one guy and I had to say, I'm really sorry, I'm just about to do a live show. I can't deal with it right now. And I feel really bad because that guy's just really going through the ringer at the minute. He's pulled his company through some really hard times when the industry that he's in, a lot of people around him have gone bust, and he's managed to just keep a level head. And he's one of the nicest guys that I know. This is what's really annoying. He just deals with stuff. And today was the first time I've seen him where he has been actually quite worried. And that's really, really spooked me because it's just not like him. So this coronavirus is an absolute bugger. The shops are selling out of everything. We fully suspect that by Friday, I think by the end of Friday, we're going to be pretty much locked down in this country. If that's the case, then I'm afraid it's going to be remote access support only. I'll be doing that as long as I can. Obviously, as soon as we get through the glut of it, which hopefully will be a month or so, maybe 2 months. We should be able to pull the business through that without too many problems. And then we can just plow on and you know, pick up the pieces and start where we left off. But it's really worrying now. Happier things. The drone has landed. So I'm going to put you onto this other camera so you can actually see it. There we go. Let's do that. So this is the drone. It's finally here. So that's the top view of it. We've actually got a video up online of us flying the drone. We did it in the field at the back of us, which is, it fulfills all the license criteria. Got some beautiful footage. It happened to be 2 days after the drone arrived that the weather conditions just suddenly cleared up. We had the batteries fully charged. Everything was ready. The firmware was updated. So we were able to get out and actually do something. So anyway, this is the drone. Let me just flick that over. These legs, if I fold up one side, it all folds down into a really neat little package. The propellers, I mean, it weighs nothing, literally. On the underside, that's the camera gimbal there. Hopefully you can see that nice and clearly. The footage from this is just stunning. I mean, really, really way beyond anything we expected. So we've got height sensors here that tells the drone when it's coming into land, controls all the automatic landing and things like that. Just a really, really, really neat bit of kit. Very, very impressed with it. It's performed faultlessly, absolutely faultlessly. Just put that gimbal cover back on. Click. I think that's on. So looking forward to getting that out and about a little bit more. I'm going to be posting up some more drone footage. Let me show you the carry case and how it's presented, because I think this is really neat. So, yeah, it says DJI Mavic. Sorry, the camera's all back to front because it's just easier that way. We'll open that up. So inside, we've got our rapid charger. Tells you how much charge is in the batteries. It's got a button on the side for the power. It's got a USB socket for charging. It feels really nice and solid. We've obviously got the controller. The sticks go up. Your phone drops in the bottom here. The joysticks are contained just in there. They just screw onto where this controller is. And it feels really solid. It feels really nice to hold. Everything moves solidly. It just feels right. It feels really well built. I'm very, very impressed with it. For the cost of it, I'm very, very impressed with it. Got some spare propeller blades in there. If you can quite see that, let me just move that up. Spare propeller blades in there. We've got all the spare leads and bits and pieces in that one. And everything just sits in there nice and neatly. Let me fold this drone up. Oh, my gimbal cover fell off. It's live TV after all. Oh, can't get me propeller blades out of the way now. Let me just level that up a little bit. There we go. Come on you go. There we go. Oh, that's it. Clicked home properly that time. So that all folds up. And the whole thing sits in there nice and neat. And you've got a nice little carry case. This is the Fly More kit. So, take that off. So the Fly More kit comes with 3 batteries. It comes with the nice little case. Comes with the propeller guards. It comes with 8 spare propeller blades. Just a nice little kit, and they do you a bit of a deal on that because the batteries themselves are 65 quid each. I think it costs 100 quid more for the Fly More kit, but the 3 batteries, when you work it out, you're getting 2 additional batteries, which is more than that anyway, and the prop guards as well. You're saving about 60, 70 quid on the whole kit and caboodle. So really, really impressed with that. I say it's really intuitive to use. I was a bit worried because I'd had a helicopter before, and that was an absolute nightmare to fly. I've still got it, and I might still take it out. But that will not fly in any kind of wind whatsoever. This thing flies in anything up to about 18 mile an hour wind. So it's really, really stable. Once it takes off, it literally sits there, and it will sit there as long as you need it to until you're ready to go. We've taken it in the video. We do a couple of sort of flying around shots, and then at the end of the video, or just towards the end of the video, we take it up to the service ceiling, which is 102 meters up. And we went up to 100 meters filming across our town, and that footage is rock solid, and it is just fantastic. I'm so impressed with this little device. Moving on, I think we're going to be quite quick tonight. Finally, GoPro have released a firm date for the media mod to be released for the Hero 8, so we can get it onto the stand over here and start using it. It's supposed to be released on the 27th of March. Now, obviously, with the coronavirus, that's going to shift. I think that's going to be the next excuse that we get. But hopefully, we will have a media mod, and then we can use the GoPro Hero 8. They've put this date back 5 times now. From it was October, November, December, January, February, March, beginning of March, end of March. Anyway, Amazon must have got the ump because they pulled it from the Amazon website a little while ago. It's back on there today. I checked it today, and they're taking pre-orders for delivery on the 27th of March. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I probably will do. I'm going to see what happens with this virus. To go or not to go? So, there is a device called the Rode Go that's been released. It's basically a wireless adapter for a microphone, and it runs on the same frequencies that this, ironically, that this drone runs on. The range is quite good, and it means that we can not have all the cables and things wrapped up around us when we're outside filming. I'm in 2 minds whether to order it. It's currently on back order, so all the Rode stuff, I don't know if you're aware, but we use quite a lot of Rode equipment here. And that all comes from Australia. Now, for some reason, I've noticed, I know the reason, it's all because of this coronavirus. Amazon order times have gone up a little bit today, so we can't get it straight away. Normally, it's on next day delivery. They're now saying the 28th or 29th for delivery, so it's quite a long order time. But I'm in 2 minds whether to go for it or whether to save up a little bit more money and go for the Sennheiser units, which seem to be kind of the next step up. The Rode Go seems to be aimed at us YouTubers, and then the Sennheiser is the proper level stuff. So I'm in 2 minds about it, but I'll keep you posted on it anyway. Sorry, I'm not very upbeat tonight. I'm really... I'm just worried about my customers at the minute because, to be honest, I'm worried about the whole country, particularly my customers, because they're the ones that keep me afloat, and we've got to look after them. So I'll probably keep this quite short today because I want to get back on and start helping a few of them out in the evenings where I can do, because obviously remote jobs often take a little bit longer than the ones where you're on site. It's just one of those things, you know, you've got to feel your way around remotely. Sometimes you have to think of clever ways to get into stuff. Here we go, back to the start. So I'm going to be here for my customers for as long as I can be, and that's the most important thing. I'm hoping that most of them, if not all of them, make it through this. But undoubtedly there's going to be some tough times. I'm really sorry, guys. I was hoping it would be an upbeat show to give you something positive, but I'm just not feeling it tonight. Anyway, guys, that's about all I have for you tonight. So hopefully, a viewer. Hello, viewer. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Next week, I will do something. I'm sure we'll have a bit more time during the week. We'll know a bit more as to what's developing in the country. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.